my channel, Fat Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I guess it's probably good evening if you're watching this at night because they haven't been posting until about 7 o'clock at night. But this channel is about my weight loss using keto. I've lost 211 pounds. I am up from my lowest number though. My lowest number is 158, but we are trying to get back there this month. So if you want to see why I got up there, and you're new, go check out the other videos because all the people who follow along every single day, they're probably sick of me saying why. So here we go. Nursing my first collagen coffee of the day. It is almost 11 o'clock, and I say nursing because I drink it slowly. I'm going to go ahead and show you macros, weigh-in, steps, all of that from yesterday. The weigh-in is from this morning, and show you my breakfast and get right back to y'all. Now, if I'm not in ketosis, I'm going to be in shock because my mouth tastes like ketosis. Like, I had to brush my teeth immediately because of the taste inside my mouth this morning when I woke up. Blood sugar, 76. Got my bacon going. My coffee just finished. Let's see, come on. Ketone 0.4. Now let's see what that GKI is. So my glucose was 76. My ketones was 0.4, meaning not in ketosis. This was after a 17-hour fast. No, 16-hour fast. I wrote it on there wrong. I recalculated when I actually ate last night. I thought I ate earlier than I did. So it was actually a 16-hour fast. But after this breakfast, if I was to go test, my ketone should be way, way higher, and I should be in ketosis. My steps for yesterday was 8,590, and that was hard because it was raining yesterday. That was really hard. Now today's supposed to rain all day, so it's going to be really hard getting those numbers up, and I just realized I am not wearing my Fitbit. I did sleep 9 hours and 9 minutes. I fell asleep at 10:30 last night and I woke up this morning at 9 a.m. My back was killing me because I laid on it for way too many hours. It was just muscle cramp. That happens in any bed I sleep on when I back sleep too long. So I did almost 2 hours REM sleep. That is more than usual. 5 hours 40 minutes light sleep, 1 hour and 31 minutes deep sleep. My sleep score is still at 89. Even though I slept that many hours, it is not that restful. So it is what it is, and hopefully it will get better. Okay, last night when I took the keto chow out, I thought all the numbers were going to be way too low, but I was wrong because I had forgotten to put the meat stick in that I ate. You have to remember these things because it can raise your calories, your fats, your protein drastically. So here we go. I have 86 protein, so I had 5 left over. I had 103 fat, so I had 11 left over. I also have forgot to stick a tablespoon of butter, so I stuck that in too because I forgot I cook with butter on my eggs, and nothing's left in the pan, which means the eggs soak it up and you eat it. I had 1304 calories, leaving me with 153 calories left, but I wasn't hungry anymore, so I just went to bed. I did 6 total carbs, 5 net carbs. So that was some really good numbers for yesterday. As you see, I'm upping my calories, I upped my fat, and I lowered my protein. My weigh-in this morning is 166.8. That is only 2 points down from yesterday, but it is going down and not up. It is moving in the right direction, so that's all that matters to me. Okay, at almost 10 a.m., I am having 7 pieces of bacon, 3 scrambled eggs, and my first collagen coffee of the day to break my fast. So this is basically my 3rd day of switching macros to normal keto macros. Not a high protein. I've always done a high protein. Now we are normal keto macros. And I think it's working really well for me. I think my body needed a change from high protein because I was doing a lot of high protein. But also, you know, last month I've gone, let's see, what is today? I think today is day 19 of our 30-day no excuse. So I've gone 19 days with only having some sucralose in my keto chow and not all those skinny syrups that I was drinking every day or eating every day. They have been cut out for the last 30 days. The no excuse is I'm not allowed to have those. I can have one keto chow a day if I want, you know, trying my best to do 20 total carbs or less. Now the new macros say 18 total carbs or less, and I'm doing it because that's the new macros. So the last few nights I was gonna have keto chow right after dinner or for a late night dinner and didn't. I was just so exhausted. I've already had breakfast, which had a lot of fat in it, a lot of some calories and stuff, because you know all that bacon and eggs and butter, and then my collagen coffee with butter. So it's really yummy. I was sitting there 3 days ago when I decided it was time to change it up, thinking to myself, what did I do so well the very first year? Okay, what do I do when I do a lot of cuts? What is something like the first 2 years that I did so like religiously? Well, the whole first year into the whole second year religiously, I would wake up and have a cup of coffee with MCT oil in it, but it started making me sick, so I replaced it with butter. So I couldn't go back and go to doing that again. And then I remembered, well, you had bacon and eggs almost every single day. You woke up and you had breakfast almost every day. And you had dinner before 6 usually. And I would still get anywhere from 12 to 18, 19 hour fast in there. Because sometimes I would eat dinner at 3 and not eat breakfast again until 10 a.m. or so. But within the first hour waking up, I always had breakfast. And I did higher fat keto during that time too, because I was eating a lot of sour creams and cream cheeses and a lot of cheese. So that's when I decided that I needed to just mix it up some. Let's go back to eating breakfast, kind of skipping lunch, doing just the coffee for lunch, and then, you know, doing my dinner, or some days it might be lunch instead of dinner. And if I want 3 meals, keto chow becomes the 3rd meal. If I only want 2 meals and I want keto chow, it becomes incorporated in the dinner usually. So, and the keto chow is a new thing. I'm trying not to eat too many of them since they do have sucralose, like Wendy and Harry over on Loving It on Keto. I'm doing their challenge as well, the June challenge. Go check it out on the website. So it's basically like move your body, go for a walk. We're doing an 18-hour fast. We're doing a 16-hour fast. You can have 2 meals today with no snacks. You can have a regular day of eating. Like, it's all listed throughout the month what each day is. I think today was the 16-hour fast day. I think tomorrow is the regular day of eating. And 2 meals today, and go for a walk or move your body. Either way, it's basically a walk for me right now. So, which I'm about to go get some of the walk in. I'm trying for 8,000 steps a day. Kind of hard lately. My toe's not 100% healed yet, but it is feeling way better. Totally went blank there. Even though I slept tons of hours, I'm exhausted. I didn't want to wake up. I felt like I didn't sleep at all. I'm trying to get used to that bed. The first night I sleep was better than last night. Last night I tossed and turned so much and everything seemed to hurt. It's way harder than I thought it was going to be. They said it would take over 30 days to get used to it, but you only have 30 days to see if you like it or not. It's also way smaller. Did y'all know the Tempur-Pedic mattresses are smaller than a normal mattress? I didn't know that. By 3 inches one way, and I don't know how many inches long way, which makes it different because it doesn't fit on your bed. Like, it doesn't fit their frame and it looks stupid. They should tell you that. They talk you into buying a mattress, and they don't bother to tell you, hey, it's not exactly going to fit your bed. Really? Why didn't you tell me this? I had to ask Google because I was about to call them and have a fit. And Google told me that the measurements are different. And it turned out that the bed, even though I wanted it moved 4 more inches my way, it turned out to almost work out that we would have even on each side of the room. It is just 1 inch difference. I have, we should have both had 38 inches from the side of our bed to the wall, but instead I have 39 and he has 37, so I got 1 inch more than him, even though, you know, he's gonna think I have more, but we can measure and I can prove that's only 1 inch, because normally I had 4 inches less than him on my side, so on his side I had more space. So now he thinks it's too cramped over there. But it's almost identical to my side. It's just 1 inch difference. And it doesn't really matter, but we're going to have to, yeah. If he doesn't, he's not a dresser person, so I'm going to tell him when he gets there. If he doesn't want his dresser, we can get rid of it and he can have more space there, since he's now told me he doesn't like dressers. So I took the expensive dresser and moved it to the end of the wall and put the TV on it, on my, like at the very end of the footboard where the windows are. Once I ever get the room back together, my whole house is trashed, y'all. I had to trash my house so bad to move everything, because I had to move everything in the kitchen, stuff in the living room, everything in the bedroom, so they could get the furniture through the hall. It's not really a hall, it's a little walkway. So I had to move tons of things. Plus the house was already trashed because I burnt myself and couldn't use my hand for 3+ weeks. So things came in and got dropped down. I had just caught up with my laundry, just caught up with my dishes, and didn't even start scrubbing my house yet, and then I hurt my toe. So for 2+ weeks, nothing got done again. Plus I was living at my mom's because of no AC. So the house is trash and it's freaking me out, and I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start on dishes today, clean the kitchen, but I am so overwhelmed right now. I am going to be completely honest. I can't just go in there and start doing anything because I am overwhelmed. He should be here soon, hopefully. I mean, every day he calls me with more problems that are happening, or him trying to make, it's the same conversation for the last 2 months on how he should ship his stuff, and it's every day, hours after hours of the same conversation, and my anxiety, I keep telling him he just needs to decide himself. I can't make his decisions for him. If I make them and they're the wrong decisions, I feel like I'm going to be blamed. My anxiety isn't going to let me make his decisions. I can make my decisions all day long. I can't make other people's. And like, I'm not mad about him talking about the same thing every day. It's just, I can't wait for it to be over because it's really overwhelming and really stressful because I can't tell him what to do. I mean, right now, he's basically shipping a couple of things through UPS and throwing everything else away. He tried to give it away. I mean, weight machines and everything, but because of COVID, no one wants anything. So he's stressed about that. I'm stressed that he's giving up all his stuff completely. But it's the only way he can get here. So it is what it is. I'm gonna have to buy him, well, we're gonna have to save up some money because first we gotta pay off the shipping, because actual moving here is gonna cost over $4,000 to ship only 1,000 pounds. So we went to a different route through UPS to ship his computer and stuff, but that does not include his computer chairs or speakers or any clothes at all. So he does have some clothes I bought him here from when he came last time. So we're gonna have to start from scratch. He is retired, and he loses retirement if he goes and gets a job. I forgot what kind of retirement it's called. So he, yeah, We have to come up with a lot of stuff. Computer chairs, speakers, clothes. He's having to start all over. Which I know how that feels, because I had to start all over after every single relationship I was ever in, because most of them, it was me running. So I sold most of the stuff or got rid of it or just left it behind. Or didn't want the memories and got rid of it because of the memories. So I've started over and over and over again. I started over 5 years ago with this house, and everything in it has been accumulated over the last 5 years. So in the last 5 years, I bought a lot of crap. Lots of crap. My daughter is really excited and really wants to do keto this summer. The only problem is when my dad talks her into going out to eat. She don't know how to, because she'll say no to fries and he still gets her fries, and then she feels like she has to eat the fries. And I keep telling her, no you don't, but you know, in her brain, she has to. So that's a little bit of a problem we have to figure out. But she did really, really good yesterday. She definitely hates the macchiato, caramel macchiato with a passion. But I need to find one she'll like instead of going to Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks, because even their sugar-free isn't really sugar-free, because their syrups have more carbs. So I am trying to find, I might try the mocha one and see how that one plays over. I've never tried it personally, so I don't know. So far she just likes them as pancakes, but then she hasn't felt like those in the last few days either. It's kind of hard with her. She'll say she likes something, she'll eat it for 2 days and never want to eat it again. So grocery shopping for her is a nightmare. The cats normally get most of her stuff, but with keto stuff that's not possible because it has allulose and all this other weird stuff that I don't want to give the cats, because especially allulose, it'll kill them. So yeah, it's really hard, because just because she likes something one day doesn't mean she's ever going to like it again. I know she likes Smart Cakes, but that's not food. That's why I was hoping that she would eat keto chow more. She eats pork rind, so, you know, she eats beef sticks. We got the snacks covered, okay? It's the main foods. She'll eat fish all day long, but has anyone seen the prices of fish? It's outrageous. So high, so high. And she won't eat frozen fish. It has to be fresh, so that makes it even more money. And I only believe in wild catch. No farm fish. I won't allow her to eat farm fish. I lived in Florida. You just don't eat farm fish. It's too much mercury, too much. They just don't have all their healthy fats, and it's just the thing that I was raised with. You never eat farm fish. So then wild caught fish is more money, and I'm just like, girl, you've got to find some more stuff that you'll eat. And she'll say she'll eat the wild catch pink salmon in a can, and she'll eat it for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden won't eat it for a year. Same with tuna. Same with everything. I don't know how to fix that. She's very picky. And she's a texture person. Extremely. So that's one thing she didn't like about the Frappuccino thing that I made her, is she wasn't crazy about the texture. She liked it fine when she first started drinking it in the house. But I think it melted too much, and she didn't like drinking it through the straw. It just changed the texture and made her want to puke. So when I mean she's picky, I mean she's picky. The Fairlife milk, she won't drink it because it tastes too much like heavy cream now. Even if I tell her to add some water to make it more like a skim milk, she still thinks it tastes too much like heavy cream. And milk is our problem. She wants to sit and drink a couple of glasses of milk a day. And she's been crying the last couple of days because she hasn't got to have any milk. So, and she can't have almond, she's allergic to nuts. I know, this is not really giving y'all information on how to do keto. This is more like giving you information on a very picky girl who her mother, who's done keto for years, who really wants to help her, don't know how because she's really picky. Like, insanely picky. So, I can't wait to get to my goal weight, because right now this is more like my daily journey, my focus, my struggle, showing you you're not the only one struggling if you're having issues. That's basically what the blog is right now. But in the future, very soon I hope, I want to change it up. I want it to be keto cooking, of things I actually can eat, because I'm not trying to lose weight anymore. But here's the thing. The things that I could lose weight with the first year, y'all would have loved those cooking ones, but I didn't do YouTube yet. It was everything you could think of. Like tons of chicken pizza, lasagnas. Like, I came up with all kind of keto-fied foods. And I dropped 120 pounds. But the closer I am to my goal, the less ingredients I can have a day. That's what I've discovered. So until I get there, like my daughter said, I could film the foods I cook for her, which it would be net keto and dirty keto. I really don't have much to film lately when it comes to that stuff. As you see, I'm very simple, very boring keto. A chicken breast, a hamburger patty with some cheese, 1.5 ounces of carrot, maybe 3. Like, it's very boring, but I'm okay with it because I want my weight to go away. But I have so many plans, y'all just don't even know. I've been coming up with all kind of keto chow recipes in my head that I am dying to do. I'm going to do a whole keto chow recipe series of my recipes that I come up with, and I want to make them as simple as possible. And I'm making them, I see all these people make them, and they add like erythritol, swerve, they add all these different kind of sugars and syrups to it, and that's not what mine's going to be about. Mine is not, my recipes are not going to be where you're adding tons of more sweetener to it, because 9 out of 10 they're already sweet enough. Like the pumpkin one, I'm just going to add pumpkin spice and more cinnamon. Snickerdoodles, just more cinnamon because it needs it. So whatever I make out of those products, that's what I will be adding. On caramel macchiato, no reason to add one single thing to that. No one has a reason. It is very flavorful. Key lime, the key lime one, oh my gosh, it's just so limey. I would not ever dream of adding something to that one either. Cookies and cream is very mild, so I could see someone adding maybe some chocolate chips to that one or something, but that's it. Like, I don't know, my whole goal is to not add any kind of sweeteners to my recipes. Probably add a bunch of eggs, stuff like that. I could see myself adding on some of the recipes some coconut flour to it, or some Carb Quick, just a little, not a lot, less than a 1/4 cup, things like that, because I do that with her pancakes. Sometimes I add less than a 1/4 cup of Carb Quick, so maybe 2 tablespoons of Carb Quick, or less, and it makes it a different texture, and that's what she likes. So, but it still stays in the carb because she's doing net carbs, and we're not worried about wheat and any of that stuff right now. She can't have nuts, she can't have just eggs, she has so many allergies to other stuff. We're doing what we can with her to just make her happy, including letting her have keto breads and keto buns and stuff like that. My mom did try a keto bun last night, which I was debating on trying, but it fell apart on her hamburger. She said it wouldn't hold up at all, and I love the lettuce wraps. So I'm so glad I didn't waste any bites on that. That would have knocked me out of my total carb, and it fell apart, so that's not what I want. My weight is going down extremely slowly. My stomach is very swollen to me. Haven't had any ibuprofen for over 3 days, so hopefully the water weight will start coming off faster. I don't know what's going on with my body right now. My stomach just seems to be getting bigger, and it's driving me crazy. I don't know why. It's like I'm swelling or something. So it is what it is. and I will figure it out. And I have been rambling for 20 minutes, so I will show you my dinner and maybe put in a video of my walk in a little bit. Okay, so I've come out here to take my little walk, but I decided to finish my coffee first, and then I will try to get some steps in. The only way I can get 8,000 steps in is to divide it through the day, about a mile at a time. I wish I had more energy. It sucks to sleep that long and to literally feel like you have no energy. I'm hoping raising my fats will give me more energy. Because usually on keto I have tons, but also I took ibuprofen for so long, for 2-3 months straight, multiple times a day, and that really makes me feel sick for a long time. Like, it takes a long time to get my energy back after sucking all those down. There's a lot of birds today. It's not supposed to rain, but it's gonna be all overcast all day long. I'm headed out for a walk again, but this time it's earlier in the day. I have dirty real shoes on so I can run, and yes, I'm going to try to stay out of the way of spider webs so I don't freak out. It's so weird seeing all these trees gone. So I gave Henny his last pain med. He seems to be doing better now, but it's the last one, so we'll have to see. We'll see what it does, if it makes him way better or not. I also got him to finally drink water. He drank out of his big kitty dish over an inch of water. He drank for like 20 minutes straight. I kept telling him he needed to drink water for days now, because I swear I don't see him drinking any. And I put it up to him and made him drink it. And he did. I didn't force him to. I just put it to his face, and he finally drank it, and tons of it, and that can make a cat feel bad too. He's a long fur cat. It's been hot, and I don't believe he's drinking enough water. I know he'll never be well having kitty leukemia, but I don't want him to suffer either. I want him to have whatever life he can have without pain. It's really sad. Like, I don't get the cats who love on us and love us are the ones who end up sick. And the other ones live around here for years on time, doing stupid stuff and being just fine, but they won't let us near them. I'm only going to record out here for a few minutes because I need to watch out for spider webs today. I would love a sitting area right here, but my dad runs his tractor through here and all kind of stuff, so that's not happening. But see, I would think we'd get rid of that tree there, clear all that out, move a few of those, make a nice sitting area. I think I'm gonna walk on the road, then I won't have to worry. All that's overgrowing now. Any spider webs that I'm gonna walk in? Let's see how slippery the road is, because that might be more dangerous because it's clay. So far okay, I just can't walk fast, it's a little slippery. Especially right here. Let me just get past this clay. Like I said, the one bad thing about eating breakfast is it is 1 o'clock and I am starving. But it is time for another collagen coffee, so when I get home I will make that. It'll tide me over until when I decide to eat dinner. Walking on the road will help me get more steps because this is still the property right through the middle of the road. So walking around the outside adds way more than walking on the inside. Oh, the mail's run. Guess I'm going to be checking the mail. Okay, so after going so long without lifting weights and exercising because of the burn and then because of the toe, we're talking 5 weeks, I really noticed a difference. I really noticed feeling out of shape. My body seems flabbier. I really noticed the difference. I don't like it. At least when Dino gets here, we can start working on some lifting some weights. Time this week, my dad has gotten a new weight machine coming in today from Sam's Warehouse. It's a Mark something. Once it's put together, I will be reviewing it. Dino wants the cheaper one because it has a creature curl. This one doesn't, but I'm still going to use it and do a review. Actually, not Mark. A bus was coming in and for some reason my brain said Mark, but it's a Mercy one. So, they're not too expensive. $300 and something for the expensive one, or $4 something. I don't know. I gotta look it up again. But my dad ordered it, so I'll do a review. He doesn't know if he can use it yet or not, because a lot of the reviews said, depending on the width of your shoulders, depends on if it'll work for you or not. So, we'll see, and there's no returning it, so there is that. But I can always use it. So today's a hard day. I can't listen to Google, Amazon, nothing, or even my phone because it's National Donut Day. And I love donuts. I don't want to be reminded that they exist. Just saying. For my second walk of the day, it's probably going to take multiple ones because it is hot. But I think the pool is still too cold to get into. I got a mile and a half earlier, so let's see how far I can go now. Definitely mosquito season. I'm getting bit left and right. It's gonna be hard to make 8,000 steps. I have no energy. Holy crap. Still haven't done my dishes, still haven't done anything. Just been trying to get my steps today. I'm about to go make food, I think. I'm really starting to think it's just my fibromyalgia hitting me really bad. When you injure yourself, it can release it. Stress can release it. And I really feel like I've been having issues with it since March. Going on, and it just gets worse. So, and there's nothing I really can do to fix it because there's no meds I can take for it. All I can do is eat keto, keep moving, and keep trying until it decides to fix itself. Yeah. I just want some energy. I just don't want to be so sleepy. Literally, like, I can't even bring myself to get in the car and go to the meat market because I really need some meat. And yeah, that's not even happening right now. I am really glad that the mocha keto chow wasn't the first one I tried. I hate it. My daughter hates it. But my parents both love it, so now I need to go buy them some big bags of it. I did use coffee instead of water, Starbucks cold brew coffee in it, and they're not coffee drinkers, and they loved it though. And I did put a tiny bit of Skinny Girl, just a teeny bit of the white mocha in there too, and blended it with ice, and 2 tablespoons, maybe 3, of the heavy cream. It is 5 o'clock almost, and I'm having my dinner. It's 3-ounce hamburger, New York strip. I'm so tired. 1 ounce of the Jack and Dill, 3 ounces of baby carrots. Okay, so am I the only blonde who didn't know that you can take your dishwasher apart and wash the pieces and clean it out? Because I didn't know. I've been scrubbing around it for years, but there was actually junk down in there. It wasn't extremely gross. I would have figured it would have been really gross. It was more like dust looking and maybe some hair way down in there, and I didn't know it came apart. So am I the only one who didn't know? I had to give Honey his last pain meds. He just kept crying and crying. I'm gonna have to see how much it costs for the pain meds. Maybe there's a lower dose that he can have, because those were $100 for 6, so I'm hoping there's something else he can have. I mean, dogs is easy. You give them gabapentin. It's like $10 a bottle. But cats can't have human food. Honey, you're getting your towel wet. Oh, here, give me your towel. It's getting wet. It's getting wet. He also just drank tons of water. I brought his water to him so he doesn't have to move. Yep, we got an army of food just to make him eat. But his tail is... Hey! Honey! So Big Socks is pissed off. We gave him hot dogs. And he gobbled them down. But he wants chicken. So he won't... Yeah, you're gonna go hide. He won't calm down. Because I gave Honey chicken. So this is Honey's life. He feels well enough to groom himself. But he dropped his food on his bed. But he basically runs around nowhere. He just sleeps all day. And I swear all night. He's not the kitty he used to be at all. He's like the old man kitty over to my other side who just lays around like this all day too. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. But he loves getting his belly rubbed, and he got it rubbed a few minutes ago. So now he's cleaning because he's got his pets, he's ate breakfast, and now it's bath time. Okay, ending video really fast. It is almost 9 p.m. I'm trying to put the video together. I did not have a keto chow. You will see everything I've eaten today, plus tons and tons of water, and I've only had 2 coffees. But once again, the day got away with me, and I'm not eating anything else and just drinking some water. Also having issues with not being able to go to the bathroom, and surprise! It's Mother Nature time. That's right, Shark Week started a couple of hours ago. It explains why I'm so cranky. And why my stomach is getting poofy. I was wondering, it was bothering me. So, also, crap. I knew right now what I wanted to say, and now I've forgotten. Oh my gosh, how did I forget that fast? This is a big blonde moment. Like, insanely blonde. My food, Shark Week, not being able to go to the bathroom, but there was something else I wanted to tell y'all. Well, maybe I'll remember tomorrow. So we'll see what the scale says tomorrow. So I should be happy that I've gone down at all since Shark Week started today. So I'm about to head to bed, and I hope everyone is having a great night, and we will see what the scale says tomorrow. Now I remember. I ended up having to go to Lowe's to pick up an order, going to Tractor Supply to pick up a bunch of birdseed, taking my kid to Starbucks for her to get a low-carb coffee, then to take her to Jimmy John's to get an unwitched sandwich, and to pick up my dad's sandwich, and then bring them all home and load those 40-pound bags of birdseed, 3 of them, and then hold and try to take care of Honey the best I can. And yeah, that's why I'm so exhausted. Oh, now I remember the big reason, the big thing was, so I am 9 hours past needing to take my blood pressure meds. I got way more energy during the day after the time I was supposed to take them and didn't take them, because my blood pressure has been running under 110/60 and lower. And when it runs that low, I feel like garbage and I'm exhausted. And so I didn't take them yet. Still haven't taken them yet because it's still running low, even after 9 hours of being past taking them. I am going to set an alarm and test my blood pressure in the morning. The doctor did say before I could go every other day because there's no way to cut them anymore. They are cut into these tiny little slivers that you barely can see. So all I can do is try skipping a day and just make sure it doesn't go up. Because sometimes when I try to skip them around midnight, it starts to go up. So we'll see.